More blues coming your way. This is, of course, TJ McCormick with Sing the Word. And this morning, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. For I consider the sufferings of this present time. If you're considering the sufferings of this present time, this is the song for you. To be revealed to us. Romans 8:18, NASB 95. Let's go. For I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory that is to be revealed to us. It's the glory to be revealed to us. For I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory that is to be revealed to us. It's the glory to be revealed to us. It's the glory to be revealed to us. It's the glory to be revealed to us. The glory that is to be revealed to us. It's the glory to be revealed to us. To be revealed to us. To be revealed to us. Good morning, crazy Odark 30 people getting up in the morning to see this old guy. But of course, you guys on the East Coast and whatever coast you're on, it's probably pretty easy. It's like 10 o'clock elsewhere. But this is TJ McCormick with Sing the Word. Like the little treble clef of the S. Gotta give God the glory, because I did not originally put it like that. But this morning, we are looking at the coming attractions, the precursor, the stuff that's supposed to get your spirit filled with joy, with incredible joy. And Paul has been going on about, this whole idea of the law and the spirit. The law and the spirit. The law is, death and telling you what to do and this and that, and the spirit is life and unbelievable, crazy wonderfulness. No, that's not a Bible word. I just made that up. But we are looking at Romans 8:18. And sandwiched in the middle of this there's this really cool little nugget that I thought I'd share with you this morning. And because I woke up at 4:30 and I didn't have a song, I thought, what am I going to do? Of course, God comes through. Bring me songs, bring me the style, Look, I know that I'm not the greatest musician in the world, but better than most, not as good as... better than some, not as good as most. But, my goodness, God's blessing me, and I want to bless you. So here we go. For I consider that the sufferings... Now, this is kind of Paul's personal opinion, okay? But you know what? I'll take Paul's personal opinion over most like politicians and news people and all the people that are squawking about, current events. And I'll take Paul's opinion, for I consider he is giving us his personal opinion here, but I still think it's inspired by God. So we'll carry on here. For I consider that the sufferings of this present time. Where is Paul when he's writing this? Was he in jail or something like that? Was he like under house arrest, or was he in a dark, dank prison? He didn't have the best life. Let's just say that. Some people think that maybe Christians are supposed to have houses in good neighborhoods and cars that just eat gas like a crocodile would eat like a chicken. But I don't think Paul quite had that. I think Paul had a good dose of wealth, but a good dose of living in poverty and suffering. And here is Paul saying, I consider the sufferings of this present time. And know this, Paul knew suffering. Paul knew what suffering meant. And he didn't need Wikipedia to tell him what suffering was, because he lived it. He experienced it. The sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared. So here's our problem. Humans in general. Christians that are still struggling to get a hold of what the presence of God in our lives is all about and what God has given us. Some people say, woe is me. They might have good reason. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on right now, especially in Ukraine. And of course, we're going to get to praying for Ukraine again. There are sufferings, but they are not even worthy to be compared. You can't compare woe is me with the glory of God. The glory of God. We'll talk about that in a second. They're not worthy to be compared. So as we go through our sufferings and our hardships and our sicknesses and injuries and deaths in the family and all the stuff that makes up life, we are told by Paul, his humble opinion, that suffering isn't even worthy to be compared with the glory that is to be revealed. Okay, glory, what does that mean? So, as you know, we have an earthly view of glory. Like we'll talk about glory like, oh man, what was that song in the 80s? Glory of Love. Yeah, that was a good song. I like Peter Cetera. But glory is a word reserved for God that we have sort of embraced. But his presence, his light, his truth, the very essence of God as let known to us. Because if we saw everything that God was, it would explode us. Our heads would just ignite into a nuclear conglomeration or whatever. But God lets us see him just a little bit, because he knows that if he showed us way too much, all of a sudden it would just blow us away. But he is going to reveal his glory. Now, we have seen little bits, and trust me, there are times when my faith struggles and sputters, and Sometimes it needs a jump start. Sometimes it needs a complete brain replacement. But God's glory is going to be revealed to us. And like I was saying, it's like the movie trailer. We only get the movie trailer. We don't get the full eternal movie that shows God's glory. We're just going to see bits and pieces. And how did Paul know what this glory was all about? He spent 2 years, is that right? I'm not sure. Spent 2 years after he was blinded on the road to Damascus. He spent 2 years, or however long. He spent a long time taking all that Bible stuff that they shoved into his brains as a little Hebrew kid. And then he thought he understood what all that meant. And then God started revealing to him what this really meant. And 2 years is a pretty good amount of time. And then add on all the years of experience after the road to Damascus, all the times that he preached, that he shared, he wrote down all this stuff, sometimes by a scribe, sometimes with his own hand. I always like it when Paul says with his own hand. I think that's kind of cool. And God is going to reveal that glory to all of us. And you know what? It's like you don't have to look for the generic God's glory trailer, or the preview. It's really amazing, because God knows that the way he wants to reveal his glory to me is not the same way he wants to reveal his glory to everybody. In fact, he has given me such a different view of himself than I read in books and I see in other people. And that's good, because God is a personal God. And he is our Father, our Abba. And if you ever call God Daddy, that's not even close to what Abba means. It is such a term of endearment. More coffee, please. It's a term of endearment that God, that the Hebrews use. And that's our dad. That's Abba. And he wants us to sit at his feet and hear directly from him about his glory, about who he is, about his, just everything about God, about him. He wants to tell us the stories about him in a way we can understand. And obviously, I don't speak Ukrainian. I don't speak Tanzanian. I don't speak any of these languages. And God has to speak to us through different ways, or else who would know about God? God doesn't speak English, but my English brain understands what he's saying. So let God reveal himself to you. I want God to reveal himself to me. You're not going to be able to get God's revelation second hand. You want it firsthand. And you want it to be revealed to you. Clear your mantle off, because there's no trophy that you've ever won, no picture of family that compares to what God has for you. The glory to be revealed. Oh, hold on. To be revealed to us, to be revealed to us, to be revealed to us. Well, I could go on for a long time, but I have really gone over this time. Oh, there we go. T.J. McCormick was saying the word, let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching, admonishing one another with psalms, hymns, spiritual songs. Sing with grace in your hearts to the Lord. And I've gone way over, so I'll see you, Lord willing, tomorrow.